Hello, happy Monday.
Monday!
This isn't going to be a very good video, I'm pretty sure, because I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm tired. I shouldn't be. I did get plenty of sleep. I'm not tired, I'm just disoriented. Anyway, I had a crazy weekend, and I might post some videos to do with that on my channel later, so if you're interested. This week, the next thing on our polls, the runner-up to Harry Potter, was Scar Stories. Scars. Let's see, I've got a scar on my chin. I don't know if you can see it. I got one right there. That, let's see, how old I was, like 4-ish? No, maybe I was a little older. I don't know. But I was outside my house playing up front in the morning when my mom got ready for work, and then she yelled at me to come inside. It was time to go to my babysitter's. So the steps outside our house were like painted, so they were like, I guess it was concrete, but it was painted concrete. It was kind of slick a little bit, and I ran up them and I slipped and I went and cracked my chin open, and I imagine that was pretty gruesome. I had to get stitches. Mom didn't go to work and she spent all day with me. I got so spoiled that day. Like, she bought me a new book, and like we probably went to McDonald's, and it actually ended up being a pretty good deal, so it wasn't so bad. Other scars. I've broken a lot of bones in my day, but they haven't all left me with scars. One is on my ankle. I had surgery. Well, I'd broken my ankle first, and it actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because when they did the x-ray, I saw that I had bone cyst, which was like this empty space in my bone and like my leg, and if I hadn't had surgery on it, they said I could have ended up breaking it, which would have been way more painful than that fracture in my ankle that I had. Like, it could have been bad. So that was lucky they caught it. So I had surgery on my ankle, and let me show you. You can't see it too much because I use like the scar healing stuff, but like here's the line, and there's dots along it from the stitches. But they I have a little scar on my hip too, but I'm not gonna show you that. They took like bone marrow from my hip, so it's a tiny scar where they stuck it in there and like sucked it out. It's gross, but it's kind of cool too. And they mixed it with like calcium stuff, like for my cadaver. A dead person's bone is inside me. And they mixed it together and they put it in there, and like it all grew. But man, I was on crutches and like this orthopedic boot for so long, because first I had broken the ankle and I had like 2 weeks off afterwards, and my calf's all shrunken and it was bad. But I had like 2 weeks off during the summer before I had to go in for surgery and do the whole thing all over again. I'm gonna scar my finger too. I'm not sure what that's from, but at one point I broke a finger getting it caught in a bicycle chain. That's hard for me to explain. I think I'll just let you wonder. I think I'll just let you wonder about that one. But I've broken a lot of bones. Let's see. At birth, my collarbone, my clavicle was broken. When I had just turned 2, I had these cowgirl boots, and I was at my grandparents' because my dad was hunting. He was on a hunting trip, and my mom was at work that night. And Grandma and Grandpa had a step stool, and I was helping Grandma wash dishes. I decided I was done with the dishes for that moment, and so I like tried to climb down, but my boot got stuck on the step stool, and I don't think I really realized it, so I gave it a yank. Well, it twisted my leg, and I fractured my femur, and I was like just a little baby, I guess. Like, I remember falling, but I don't remember anything afterwards, which is probably good, because I think that was a rough night of muscle spasms and pain. But anyway, I had a body cast from that. Like, it was all the way down my leg and like up to here. And I'm sure it was the most pitiful thing in the world. That must have been so terrible for my parents. Like, they had to talk to DCFS because it was a twist and I was a baby. And like to pull me around in stores or whatever, they had like a wagon and they'd lay me in it, and people would just look at my parents like, you disgusting, like you did this to her. I think that's all my stories. I hope that was entertaining or confusing to you. And I'm gonna maybe get some work done now, so... Oh, okay. Movie quote of the week. I don't want to do a movie quote.